This is task number 34, placing an oral gastric tube in a dog. This kid is just going to be a model for us. He doesn't actually need a stomach tube pass, but this is something we can do to administer a medication straight into the stomach if we're doing a barium study, and also if we just need to, if we had a gastric dilation of volvulus, we could place a stomach tube to help decompress the stomach a little bit prior to going in surgically. So this is typically done with a little bit of sedation, but we don't do this on an anesthetized animal. We typically want to get this done prior to anesthesia. So I have some sterile lubricant. I have a roll of tape that's going to serve as my speculum. I have 5 milliliters of sterile saline, and I also have my tube itself. So I'm just going to glove up, and I'm going to hold this tube against his body and measure from his canine all the way back to his last rib so I know how far to insert it. And if we were going to insert this, then I'd know that's about where his stomach is. So take some tape so I can mark this off. And I'm just going to measure this along his side.
Hi, buddy. Can I see your mouth? Oh, that's very handsome.
And I can feel your last rib right about there. So
yeah, you're shorter than I thought.
We'll just keep the head at a natural angle, and canine's right about there. So we'll go ahead and see if he'll let us place our makeshift speculum here. You don't have to keep this in, but basically we would just be putting this between his canines like so and feeding the tube through that. Since we're not sedated at all, I won't make you keep that in there. So from here, I would take my sterile lubricant and this is very exciting, huh? Make sure this is really well lubricated so we don't cause any esophagitis or any inflammation in that area. This is a nice blunt tip, so got that very well lubricated. Oops. So from here, we would just feed it down to the part that's marked on the tape, and from there I could administer my sterile saline right into this, and basically I would inject this into the tube, and it's going to go everywhere, but if this were in him it wouldn't. And that is just to tell us if we're in the trachea or the esophagus. Obviously if it's in the trachea he'd start coughing, and I'd want to use a sterile solution because if we're in the lungs we don't want to cause any kind of aspiration pneumonia, and that's why we use sterile saline as opposed to tap water. And then I would cap this and pull it all the way back out, and that is how we place a stomach tube in a dog.